So Global X time, and it's 4 events in a year instead of 1, which was already hard enough. I mean, it's competition, so I got to really focus on the time and put the energy into these events. And so the first one's in Brazil, and that's good because I get to go out and spend some time with my daughter and kick back before I start. It's going to be nice. I'm glad it's in Brazil.
Vai ter que achar.
Então, a gente vai ter que... amanhã a gente vê isso.
Tem muita música.
É, eu já sei um lugar onde tem um monte.
All right, so we got to Rio. We made it to Rio. We're just hanging out in this house I recently rented with a friend of mine. And it's in this chill spot, just kind of like nice and kick back, little maritime life. Just calm before the storm, I guess. Hanging out with Jasmine, hanging out with my daughter, just picked her up. And just chill out, home base before the madness in Foz do Iguaçu begins, you know. So this is cool. I'm digging it. So going to Brazil to me is always a pretty big deal. And skating in competitions down there is really hectic. It's a lot more than any of the competitions anywhere else in the world, because obviously I'm from there and people are excited about skateboarding, and it's, you know, pretty big deal. A lot of exposure going on right now. It's been a long time, a lot of X Games, and finally it's in Brazil. You know, the mega ramp is not something you just kind of grab a board, jump on, and go. Every time you set up a ramp, it's different. You don't know what to expect, and you kind of want to look at every aspect and every detail before you even skate and you even jump, because just one little mistake and you're landing on the coping or you're landing on the flat bottom.
Bob é loucura, maneiro, muito louco.
He's the best, so what?
We're trying to all survive together, and that kind of brings us all together. It's rad. I get to watch amazing skateboarding go down, and it's all my friends that are doing it. And whether we're in our contest run or just skating in practice or whatever it is, if something's landed, I mean, we're just gonna have that feeling, and we're gonna make sure, you know, our buddy knows. I mean, and that's riding mega ramp. When I put a run together and I happen to do good and you end up winning, is, you know, first of all, I'm glad I made my tricks, and then second, where they place me. And if I happen to win, you know, it's a great feeling. First stop on the global tour was great, so it set a great pace for the next few, and Spain being next, so we're coming off magic. Let's see what happens. Spain, here we go. I wasn't really counting and going for that goal of more medals. I was just skating another contest. People started talking about it in Barcelona maybe. And then obviously that tied it if I got a medal there, and then Munich was the one where if I had won a medal, then they said that it would put me at 25. That's when I started hearing it the most, actually, around Munich time. I was not even thinking about LAX games. It didn't really matter to me. All that mattered was put out this video part, which I was skating all these different things, and I wasn't even skating specifically for like what I would be riding if I was gonna focus on the mega ramp event at X Games. I was just skating this completely new thing, trying to figure out as I'm healing my ankle, as I'm working on rehab. There were so many things that I didn't even get to jump the ramp until the day of X Games, where I was all focused on the video part. So in a way, I mean, I wasn't really as prepared as I was for the other ones, other than I'd been skating a bunch, but I had rolled my ankle, I'm recovering, I got this video part that's like 100 times more important to me than yet another gold or even skating another contest, you know, so that's where my mind was. Once that was done and launched, it was like, okay, now I can focus on the ramp and X Games and competing, and it was just like so much energy, effort, and you know, so that's why, I mean, in a way, you know, I was only as prepared as I could be for all that going on and all the last minute stuff. So, I mean, I'm pretty stoked. I mean, you know, hey, I fell on my face, whatever. To be able to look back and have as much success as I have competitively, it's like, wow, that's cool. I never even pictured myself as, you know, that person, you know, to be successful in competition. It's good to have that, you know. It's kind of cool to have it for sure, attached to the career like that.
Eu acho que só tá muito